Hello and welcome to this special video on the Miss Rolling In channel as we talk about finally getting our man, wrong way, let's try that again, finally getting our man in Mr. Morgan Gibbs-White. Those that have listened or watched this channel before know how much we absolutely love Morgan Gibbs-White and rate him, so this is a very exciting signing for us. Unfortunately, Jacob's at work, so you're gonna have to put up with me and this haircut for a little bit of this video, but try and sit through it. Try and avoid looking in this general area and you should be okay. So first things first, let's talk about the fee. The headline that's going to be banded across the media is that we signed Mr. Gibbs-White for upwards of 42 million. And that technically isn't true. It is a club record signing and we have agreed an initial fee of 25 million with the 42.5 million potentially coming in add-ons. It sounds like 10 million of those add-ons are relatively achievable and the ones to get him to 42.5 million are less achievable but not out of the question. I'd imagine that the ones that are less achievable are probably playing for England or scoring 20 goals and assists, things like that. But if he is reaching those numbers and he is playing for England, then you know what? He deserves the money. The main thing for me here is if we stay up and he's contributed goals and assists and has been an integral player in that, then the price doesn't really matter. I think the exciting thing about this is that Steve Cooper has worked with him before, both at Swansea and for the England under-17s in the team that won the under-17s World Cup. So this is very much a Steve Cooper target. It seems like Morgan Gibbs-White was his priority and the club sort of threw everything together to make sure that they could get his man and get his number one target. Safe to say that we already can't fault the Marinakis family for the effort they've put into backing us this season, but I think this is just further commitment to the cause by giving Steve Cooper his main man and for a lot of bloody money as well. So in terms of his time at Wolves, I don't think he ever really got going there. I think he divided opinion from the fan base. A lot of them were excited and thought he was the next big thing, next sort of promising academy product. And others just weren't too sure about him, didn't think he had a space there. So it sounded like it might have got a bit toxic towards the end. People on Twitter might have seen Morgan Gibbs-White's partner liking posts saying how toxic it is for him at that place. So all in all, it probably does him a favour to get him out of the club and get him somewhere where he's going to be loved. Those that watched any Sheffield United game against Forest last season know that he can do a lot of damage. He ran us ragged each appearance that he made against us. I believe he made a goal contribution in each of those games as well, so he is very capable of doing some damage. Despite the price tag of upwards of 42.5 million, he's still not quite the finished article yet. He's still quite raw and still got a lot of potential. He's quite similar to Johnson in that respect, but that is by no means a bad thing. I think he's got a lot of potential and hopefully he can peak at the right time with Forest. The main thing that Gibbs-White brings to Forest is that he can play a variety of positions across the front line. For Sheffield United, he did play in a number of roles from striker to number 10, that's playing on the left. And I think that diversity that we can have within our squad means that we can change tactics on the fly. I think that versatility is going to come in really handy for us this season, particularly if there are any injuries. The fact that you can play up front on the left or as a 10 is going to be really important for us, both for depth and versatility, and also gives Cooper an extra chance to change formation if he needs to. For us, I think he's going to play more in a number 10 role. He has got the number 10 shirt after all, but it does leave the question, what does that mean for Jesse Lingard? Is there a way that we can get both of them in the same squad at the same time? Either way, that's a great problem to have. Let me know in the comments as well how you think we're going to play Gibbs-White this season and how he factors in alongside Lingard. In terms of numbers for the Blades last season, he got 13 goals and 10 assists. Not quite a Johnson level of goals, but, you know, different type of player. So I spoke to my mate that supports Sheffield United to hear his thoughts on Gibbs-White, and this is what he had to say. He said he was a very talented player for them who won both Player of the Season and Young Player of the Season. Alongside being very talented, he felt that he definitely needed that season-long loan in the Championship just to wise up a little bit. A key example of this being that he got sent off quite early in the season, with a second yellow card being for diving. However, he says that his output was always fantastic, and as long as you don't mind the odd flick or trick going awry, then we're really going to enjoy watching him at the City ground. He thinks that we've got a player that is capable of racking up 10 goals and 10 assists in a full Premier League season. And if that turns out to be the case, then it's worth every penny because I would love to see that. Another of my mates that supports the Blades says that he thinks he's one of the best players he's seen wear a Sheffield United shirt, which isn't saying much. Just kidding. He thinks he's an absolutely unreal signing and definitely would have taken him for the Blades had they got promoted. So I think we've got a player with the ability that the Forest fans will fall in love with, that can deliver for us, and hopefully we can see many, many good things at the City Ground. And away, of course, that goes without saying. So we're keen to hear from you. What do you think about the Gibbs-White signing? Do you think it's positive? Do you think the fee is too much? Let us know everything that you think down below. And please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more Forest content. See ya.